So today's kind of a big day. We're mocking up the steering. We're gonna mount the seats. We're gonna put the firewall in it, get steering linkage hooked up. We got the carbon drive shaft back today from Dynamic Drive Lines. We're gonna put the floor in the car. There's a few tubes we gotta put in for the cage still, and then we're gonna try to put the car on all fours, and then we'll mount the air jack. So hopefully it rolls today, has some seats and some steering, which will be a big epic step.
So the carbon parts just came in. We ended up ordering a carbon roof, carbon doors, and a carbon hood for the Foxbody. We're gonna go ahead and weigh the carbon doors just to see what weight that we're cutting out. So we'll throw this on the scale. And this thing is not light. So this door with everything in it is looking like it's weighing about 81 pounds. Less than 10 pounds of it. Right at 10 pounds. So just that alone, granted we're gonna be moving the glass and some of the hardware to this door. We're already cutting 140 pounds between the two just for the doors, so that's a lot of weight saving.
We've made a lot of progress in the last couple weeks. I've kind of got the steering shaft mocked up for now. So you got a collapsible shaft here in case you get pegged. It's got about 4 or 5 inches there that it collapses. A little heim joint there to hold the steering off to the side. We've had the motor in and out a few times. Got the firewall mostly in. Got air jacks. The car is going to be pretty low. It's kind of nice just to plug the car in. The car made a cool pedal box attachment. So we went over to the CNC mill. We actually took a piece of 3/4 inch aluminum plate, and I machined rails, and we can unbolt the tilt and pedal assembly and move it incrementally backwards or forwards depending on how tall the driver is. So it'll be a drive-by-wire Ford 7.3 Godzilla motor. Next week we're going to put the motor together. So what I'm trying to do this week is I'm going to get the body and the firewall and all the sheet metal stuff trimmed, the pedals in, the seats have been fitted, harness has been fitted. I'm going to put the motor back in, build the headers, put the exhaust in. The body's not down right now. We have a carbon roof that's going on it. We have carbon doors, carbon hood. About the last thing I'm actually going to do is do the fenders. I'm waiting on the wheels. They're going to be here next week. So until I get the wheels and tires on it, for the wide body part, we're going to build out of steel. I'm not going to monkey with it, so I'm just going to keep moving forward. I know for home builders, this is moving really fast, but you know, this isn't the first car that I built. Actually, this is probably like the 11th SEMA car that I've built. And then we have these nice SEMA welds I'll point out too. Quick performance, 9-inch rear end. We built our own 3-link rear suspension. It's got air jacks in the back. We have it set up for a fuel cell. The panner bar, track bar, whatever you want to call it, same thing. I made an adjustable one so I can get inside the car. This will have a couple stop collars on it, and I'll chop it off and I'll weld a socket on here, and I can just put a wrench in and then raise and lower the track bar. I've got it adjustable on both sides, and we went with the 3-link suspension, and we did a FIA style, like a GT car cage in it, and it's set up for a passenger, so it's kind of fun. And some of the deals, we'll take some people on a ride. The car was not built for a real purpose other than testing engines, but I believe Preston, my son's going to drive it in the Optima World's Fastest Street Car Series next year. And then I talked to my wife Have to look at Pikes Peak, maybe we'll go take it to Pikes Peak and see what it does there. About 1,200 wheel horsepower, it should be a hoot. So look for our next update. It should be fun. Next week we'll be building the motor. We're gonna do some filming on that. Then we're gonna throw the motor in and we're just gonna take it to the chassis dyno to set up the motor. So we'll be fitting pistons, balancing crank, putting cylinder heads on, supercharging, all that good stuff. So stay tuned.